Ladies and gentlemen, adjust your headphones.
Come on in and shut the front door. You are welcome to the You Should Know Better podcast. This is the last episode in series 3. Let's come around so quick again, mate. Come around so quick again.
Bang, yeah, that's it. 8 episodes down, end of series 3. They didn't think we wouldn't. They didn't think we'd make it. They didn't think we would make it.
I know, but we're back here again.
I don't know who they are, but they didn't think we would make it.
Well, they're out there. The haters always out there.
Trust me.
We've got to teach them that. Listen, we're going to be doing this for the foreseeable future. Yeah,
we still out here, cuz you can't get us down.
Trust me, it's fitting though, because I think we're slightly at the end of summer, really now, isn't it?
True.
It's basically coming to. It's getting a little bit colder outside. The sun's setting a little bit earlier.
Boy,
So,
yeah. You don't
nice
want to be
way.
forgetting that jacket because you'll get caught lacking.
Yeah, for real.
It's
for real.
very caught lacking weather.
It's not even petrol to warm up your whip.
Yeah, this one is you have to be moving conservative with the heat. That's what I'm saying.
That's not cycling, boy. That's internal heat.
Because that petrol takes fuel. That's the thing. That petrol takes fuel. It's a big problem. It's a big problem.
We'll even touch on to that a bit more in the pod today. But yeah, just good to see you, mate, to the end of the series. And on that note, I'm going to jump into the first segment. So, Undercover Gems, where we discuss some of the weird and wonderful stories in the news that you may or may not have seen. Okay? So, Michael, got a story for you. Yeah?
Okay.
School kids, it's in America, which kind of is relevant, it kind of isn't. But school kids use alternative transport to field trip. No, it's got nothing to do with that. I can't feel that aggression on this show, but they use alternative transport to travel to field trip.
Alternative transport, like legit, they got there. This ain't no like Disney sort of vibe. Like
No, they need to get somewhere. And, they're required to take the school kids on this trip. But the regular buses weren't around.
What state was it?
It was in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Okay, so I was about to say, I thought it was Texas. I thought they were going to be on the yeehaw. Yeehaw.
It's good thinking. I like your logic.
Boston. No, Boston's quite metropolitan as a city. So what alternative way would they... Kids nowadays, electric scooters, is that really a thing? Would you hire a whole class to go on electric scooters?
Could be pricey, especially for I don't know what the battery life on them things are.
Oh, that was you're on the M way and then the battery just shuts off. Come off it.
Side note, one of our friends has got one. Yeah. When he was going downhill, the battery came back. When he was going uphill, the battery was lacking.
That's nuts. Rotten. Uphill. So you got to do this yourself, buddy. It does.
Listen, we didn't factor in this weight. The battery's decreasing. Downhill was getting more charge.
Time to relax. Yeah, downhill was there. This time to re-up. Time to re-up, let me go. No, I ain't got nothing better than electric scooter.
Okay, well, you're right. No, I'm joking. You're categorically wrong. So, high school students in Massachusetts had to ride on a party bus with a stripper pole and neon lights during a recent field trip.
What school was this? What are they going to learn?
Sex high. I don't know what.
Sex high.
A high mile school. Basically, there's been a shortage of school buses in America, right? And
okay.
Basically, one teacher was trying to highlight there's a major flaw in the education system. But unfortunately, his tweet obviously garnered a lot of interest because it's quite funny. Like, why are school kids... Like, it looks like a school bus.
Yeah.
It looks like a school bus. But, when people go on, like, hen do and stag do's. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
and then boom, the stripper comes out. It was like one of them buses.
Oh my
So
goodness.
they couldn't get a normal school bus, so they had to hire a school bus, a stripper bus that looked like a school bus. And basically, the guy was just trying to highlight the fact that there's problems in America, systemic problems with them funding the educational system, and obviously everyone's just having banter it because it's like, wait, what? Your school kids are now on the stripper pole. There's not even seats, no seat belts.
Yeah.
Strippers coming out and saying whose birthday is it today? So I didn't even know the stripper came with it.
That's a mad. So the stripper's not even driving the bus. It's just complimentary.
She was, and she took off everything and it came to
Oh my goodness.
Birthday, is it yours, big boy? Oh my
That
God.
is insane. Jeez.
Yeah, but yeah, so I mean, I know we've got problems, but yeah, over there, the tweet went viral. He took it off, he took it down actually, I think, because he was trying to make a point, but he's making the wrong point.
But on Twitter, like the agenda takes over, boy.
Of course. And I obviously would not have heard of this story.
Yeah, look at that.
A stripper school bus, isn't it? But
that is insane.
The lights are going on, the neon lights and everything.
The neon lights, you know, you think you're going to the local farm, not knowing that they don't know milkshake in that yard, that's for sure.
No way.
No way. Alright, what I've got for you, the headline is woman discovers her gynecologist of 9 years is ex.
Is ex or is her ex?
Ex. Well, I like the thinking.
So she discovers he or she.
It's gynecologist.
Okay, so gender neutral gynecologist. Okay, so discovers they're what? A murderer? Nah. A child? Maybe it's a child.
Come off it.
There was that child doctor. Remember that child doctor?
Oh, you think Dr. Malachi Love?
Yeah. Walking out, you're a doctor. Yeah, look at my badge. Oh yeah, it must be true.
Some Fisher Price badge.
Yeah, I think maybe like a criminal, or maybe not actually a gynecologist. Yeah, maybe they're a fraud. They got to be a fraud. I'm gonna go
fraud. All right, cool. No, it's worse than that. So it wasn't an actual gynecologist. So Morgan Hellquist claimed that her gynecologist Morris Wortman facilitated the artificial impregnation of her mother 35 years prior.
Oh my gosh! Well, he's a dad.
He's the dad.
So this guy said, "Well, after you see that thing where the gynecologist builds this machine and says the woman, just sit down on the machine, just sit down. There'll be a human-like penis coming on the other side. Don't worry,
goodness!
Don't worry, it's not actually human being. It looks like the real thing, but it isn't. So don't be alarmed. You may feel small poke."
They're better go to hell because that is criminal. that is criminal.
It's very flesh-like, but don't be alarmed.
Flesh-like.
I'm going to stand behind the machine, so just to make sure everything's working okay. But don't be alarmed.
Oh my! Absolute criminal behavior. What?
Yeah, trust me.
What? No way. No. So, like her would-be father, so her mother's partner at the time, unfortunately had a real bad car accident, paralyzed from the waist down. Couldn't produce sperm, so he wanted a donor to have kids. And this man was running a fertility clinic, I believe, at the time. And normally he would get donors in, but I don't know what happened this time because he started supplying his own sperm to be the donor.
This guy coming on, enjoying himself too much. I need to get involved.
Bruv, he is the Nick Cannon of doctors. I don't know what happened.
Lord.
Maybe he wanted to save money on the donors. Maybe he was like thinking, because in America, most doctors are businesses. So maybe he's like, right, if I can cut them out, I can make more peace for myself. Not that he's making more children for himself.
Yeah. I think his aim was probably just to enjoy him. Wait, did he? So he just
donated his sperm, so artificial insemination. Right, so he didn't sleep with anyone.
All right.
He was they were coming to him saying, obviously fertility issues. I want kids. Can you help me with artificial insemination? And he's like, yeah. He was like, yeah. Normally, he said the donors were like medical students, not knowing that he was his own student, just producing sperm.
Is he allowed to do that?
Well,
silly question, maybe, but I don't know. Like, what do they bring out a magazine and go, all right, this is the guy, that's the guy, or is it here's the like? How do you know? Do you get to choose?
Well, I don't know how they. Genuinely, I'm actually intrigued. I think you can be like, I want someone of X descent or something like that. I don't know if you can go so much to be like, I want them to be this tall, this hair color, whatnot. I don't know if it goes that far, but I think at least you can choose the sort of nationality or the ethnicity of the donor, so to speak, so they can match, I guess, your desired child. But in this case, the problem was that he was the gynecologist, so he was doing like vaginal examinations on this woman, his daughter, and then she obviously caught wind that he could be the father, and obviously organized DNA tests with him and other people as well who are known to be his children. So she done DNA tests with people who she knows to be his child, and apparently he's got 6 other people like this where he's just donated his sperm. So he's a generous gynecologist, that's for sure.
Why? He's gonna have to be even more extra generous when they come for them school fees, boy.
Oh, Fendi facts.
He's gonna be
Fendi facts.
An arm and a leg.
Oh, most definitely. But let's move on to the main segment of the pod. This is the You Should Know Better segment. This is where we look at a news story that's prominent in the news and look at it from the antagonist's shoes and ask ourselves, should they have known better? So, Junior, I'll start with this, man. A few things been cracking in the news recently, but no more than Insulate Britain. So Insulate Britain are an organisation. They are the evolution of Extinct Rebellion. And obviously you guys should know Extinction Rebellion, sorry. Extension Rebellion.
Extension. If you need a new loft, we've got you.
Extension Rebellion.
Guys, doing home repairs.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. So they're called, obviously, Extinction Rebellion. Them man they used to disrupt the tube stations, if you forgot, and them man in East London topped them up. Them man in East London said, nah, cuz
they were wrong for that.
Nah, they said, bruv, I've got to be at work. I need to earn every penny as I'm pumping these men up.
I've never seen a man at the top of the train while it's moving. I've never seen.
He grabbed his leg. He grabbed his leg. Nah, on the rule.
The tunnel was coming as well. He's still at the top.
Bruv, do not disturb. When working class people are going to work, don't disturb them.
Yeah, they're not interested in
they don't care about let them go to work, let them earn their honest way, let them go home. These Extinction Rebellion, you thought, where did they go? Like Canning Town. They thought they'd go to Canning Town on a weekday morning.
Hiding at the top of the train. They were trying to kill him. He jumped up top. They grabbed his legs.
Nah, you can't do that, cuz. You can't do that. They don't play there. I'm not even from there. They don't play around there.
Final stop was the hospital.
But yeah, the evolution of Extinction Rebellion is Insulate Britain, and they are calling on the government to insulate all homes across the UK by 2030 to help cut carbon emissions. So they've been protesting, man, and you've probably seen them. They've been fucking up the M-ways. They've been fucking up the motorways. They've been blocking the motorways, most noticeably by Gatwick Airport, M25, M23 sort of sides. And I wanted to make some noise about carbon emissions. Junior, I'm going to put you in the shoes of one of the people that was caught out by Gatwick blocking the roads.
Yeah.
What are you doing and why? Why are you doing this?
Well, I think first and foremost, thank you for having me on your platform. I hope the energy in your house is staying in there, and I hope your house is insulated, because
everything's on.
Well, you're burning too much fossil fuels.
People are burning fossil fuels when you stop them in traffic and they keep their engine on.
I'm gonna come to your house and process outside your house. But before I do that, we are trying to highlight an actual humanitarian crisis. The problem with climate change is that it's slow, and politicians don't like to take interest in it because it's not going to help them politically, right? Key person to that is Priti Patel, right? She wants to get a court injunction against us, against Insulate Britain. Why is she always trying to send people back home? Why? We're out on the roads trying to save this planet, and she is trying to cause us distress. Let me ask you something. Have you ever heard of Insulate Britain before?
Not before these
No,
protests.
the answer is no. The answer is no. That's a resounding no. And you know what? Me neither. I found out when they started the protest. But that's the point. We're making our mark. Us and our brothers, Extension Rebellion.
Extension Rebellion. Shout out Extension Rebellion.
If you got your love done, if you got your love fitted, listen, we got you. We got deals. We got deals. But yeah, we're making our mark because this is actual issue, a genuine issue. I want to tell you something actually.
Yeah.
In the UK, yeah, they grade energy by the energy performance certificate. You know that thing on your fridge?
Yeah, the Nando's thing. The Nando's thing.
Yes, okay. Only 10%. Yeah, only 10% of the homes in Britain are A to C. Okay. The remaining, 90% are D to G. Okay. Yeah, D to G. All right. And the difference between C and a D is £650 a year on your house. So we're trying to highlight this issue because it's a serious one on this planet. And the government is just trying to shut us down and block us out. And those people who are driving on the M-Way, they're doing them a favor because there's no fuel anyway. So just stay where you are. stay exactly where you are, fam.
You people that come to protest on that motorway, how did you get there?
We took bus.
You took bus? Yeah. What bus is stopping green on bus. The M23? The green bus.
That was that bus from America. The stripper bus.
The stripper bus.
It's a stripper bus. Obviously, we're our issue isn't so much with the cars; it's to insulate people's homes. Okay, that's our main thing. Yeah, and the problem is that now we've got the problem you just mentioned, right? Fuel and shortages and whatnot. Refugees, they don't even want to come to the country anymore. They'd rather stay somewhere else where it's warm. Shamima, we spoke to her earlier this week.
Oh,
she said she's happy where she is. She said she's got
gas. She don't want to come back.
She said petrol every day, gas. Don't need to insure the house. No problem. So look what's happening.
Are you saying conditions in what, Syria? Is that where she's at right now?
I think she's in Turkey right now. So
it's conditions in Turkey are better than Britain.
That's what I'm. Look, it's warmer there. They're not insulating anybody's homes out there. They're not insulating anybody's homes. And they've got fuel. Okay, so this is not good for the British, image. We're meant to be projecting Britain to the rest of the world, global Britain. We're looking like no fuel Britain, small Britain, tiny Britain. So, for the people on the road, look, boy, you better join us because, fam, winter's coming.
So what you calling us? That's okay.
Calling us when your gas goes off. Calling us.
So that's the thing is, when you guys, so obviously the weather's going to change. You make a fair point. The weather's going to change. It's going to dip. It's going to get real cold. So are you guys going to stop protesting? Like what temperature are you guys going to stop protesting at?
Nah, we'll bring our blankets out. We'll become rain or snow. Out we go.
Rain us out you go. Okay, let me tell you, this Insulate Britain, I'll give you guys October to mid-October. When it starts getting real cold, you won't be back till March.
Nah, book a flight to Antigua. I'll go and protest in Antigua. The British still own that. I'll be there.
When it's December, you guys won't be outside. Don't mind you guys. When that weather crunch comes, you get that whiff.
These people have been outside for time. Like, I don't know how long it's been, but they've been outside. They bring their kids and that. They're serious,
they're serious.
I'm going to step out of this. I give a lot of respect to those people. I do think their methods, on the other hand, can be. Well, they're not going
to get sympathy from people because
unfortunately, and that's what you kind of need. But I guess you got to start somewhere. Hopefully, they can tone it down. But honestly, just researching into them just for this story, I found out so many interesting things. Did you know, right? That homes that aren't insulated, remember I said 90% aren't really insulated. Cost the NHS $4 billion a year because people are coming in, they got cold chest and blah 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 blah.
Oh, so respiratory illnesses.
And
stuff like that.
Yeah, you know better than me. So, bro, they've got a point. You could be saving NHS money and saving.
That's true, and I think there was a scheme, like a green sort of scheme that homeowners got. I think 2,500 towards insulating their home, if I recall correctly. So.
Yeah, you're correct. I'm not sure about the numbers, but the scheme.
There was like some green energy sort of scheme. Yeah. So, shout them out, Jamali. As you say, they are disruptive. That's the main thing. If you're going to make a point, be disruptive.
Yeah, boy.
Lord knows, I couldn't be the person sitting near my junction at Gatwick Airport on the road, and I see these guys with their blue and red banner Are you mad? So you can see your flight taking off without you. You can even see the
So
Virgin
what
Airways.
are you gonna do? You jump out and run for it,
Bruv, you have to do something.
Yeah, I don't think your flight insurance covers protest.
They won't cover protest.
Nah.
Because man wants to insulate Britain. You can't go to Miami. You'll be livid.
Stay here and freeze.
You'll
Stay
be
here and
livid.
freeze with the rest of us. Right?
Oh my goodness. What have you got? What have you got this week?
Well, anyway, yeah. So I've got a story that it's not linked to, but it's been so prominent in the news. How can we ignore it? Right? It is the issue with the fuel shortages in the UK. So George Eustace, a government minister, said on Saturday that demand for fuel in the UK on UK's forecourts was about 50% higher than normal, but now it's gone down to about 20% on average. A lot of people who are at the pumps tend to disagree because they've been waiting in hours to get fuel, and they found it very difficult to understand how the government has been able to get on top of this. So he said the government was leaving no stone unturned when it comes to ensuring filling stations had enough supplies, and insisted again there was no shortage in fuel. But again, it's difficult to argue that case when you see the images of people are fighting for petrol, or filling up their tanks, filling up 5 tanks, 10 tanks, and that. And so there's been this call for the government to do more, and it primarily hangs around HGV drivers, because the issue isn't the shortage of fuel, it's actually the shortage of drivers. Okay. And so George Eustace, I heard your wife is called Muriel, but anyway, George Eustace from nowhere. What do you say to the millions of people around the country who are lining up, on the hard shoulder, on the M-way, trying to get fuel, and they can't get any? What do you say to them?
There is no fuel shortage. That's what I say to them.
Is that it?
There is no... Look, me and James, is it Cleverly?
That guy.
We've been tweeting. We've been tweeting.
Brother. I know he chimed in on that report, that ratio quote. I know he chimed. So there's nothing here, nothing to see here.
Chimed, he said chimed. Who you been talking to? Man said chimed, did you know? Who you been talking to?
Nothing wrong here. Nothing wrong here.
Yeah, of course. That he's gonna deny. He's gonna deny that. Nicholas Buckles.
Yeah.
But no. There's no fuel shortage. There's none. It doesn't exist.
Like I said, listen.
It doesn't exist.
There's been ample lines around petrol stations around the country.
Yeah, where are people going? Where are people going?
They're going.
Why are they filling up? Where are they going?
Well, I don't think you have the authority to even question that. They want to go where they want to go. The thing is, they don't have petrol. So how are you dealing with that, brother?
The problem is that if people want to increase the demand, there'll be problems with supply.
So how are you going to solve this problem? Because
people need to stop demanding.
Well, okay. I'm glad you said that now, because people are suggesting that the government should intervene. Okay?
How?
Man said how, Glad to get your for you. That's how. Let me take some notes.
How'd you do it? How'd you do it? That's what they do anyway, man. They ask Corbyn, what do you think? And then you copy him anyway.
They got steal his broadband.
Nonsense, people.
Thieves. People suggesting that there could be a limit on how much fuel is issued to every one person. There could be priorities for key workers. You're saying you're not going to do anything. Why is that?
We believe in a free market, and a free market has the right to run by itself with limited government intervention, but give us our VAT.
Yeah, okay. So you want VAT, NI, but you just said it. You just said it there. Limited government intervention. I think this is one of those moments. Okay, would you agree?
Well, look, you go to the petrol pump, you fill up what you need, you get on with your day. What's all this government intervention?
People
what
can't.
do you mean people can't?
There's no petrol.
I filled up today.
Yeah, that's you, brother. Everyone else can't fill up.
Wait, did you fill up?
The petrol station, I ain't filled up in like a week.
You feel well. See, that's the problem. There are people like you who don't need to drive. People that don't need to drive that will be filling up.
I said I just didn't feel
No,
like.
I'm saying, I never said you had to people like you.
No, they're not
You
like
don't.
me.
No, the people like you who
What
have
do
a
you mean by
car,
that?
who
What do
don't
you mean by that?
drive,
What do you mean people like me?
individuals
Racist.
that they do, people that wear bandanas at home. Me and James cleverly don't approve.
Of course not. Kwesi Kwarteng as well.
The quad's got down. This is an abomination what you're wearing.
Oh, God, say that right. That's good. Wow, I'm done with your excuse. You've been stonewalling, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
bruv,
I'm not giving you any certification here, Mister.
man like George all needs to say is that, as the government's saying, there's no fuel shortage. You know, take your time. It's people going, blame it on the people, saying that people are going crazy at the pumps where they need it not, but gaslight people, and that's how you get away with it.
Yeah, the media definitely has a role to play in this as well.
But that's the thing. When did you realize was a problem? When did you realize that this was going mad?
I realized there was a problem a couple days before. So let's say Tuesday, last week Tuesday.
Okay,
I realized
you caught on early.
in the news. Mainly in the news, though. It wasn't when I went to the pumps. By Thursday, when I went to the pump, I couldn't get petrol.
That was Friday for me.
Thursday, I had to. Boy, I had like 10 miles left on the thing. I said, God.
Yo.
I said, God, please don't make me come and push this thing down.
Bruv.
Yeah, so finally I got to one station, but basically I couldn't get diesel, to be honest. That was the thing. Shell and BP didn't have diesel.
Oh, they ran out early. Yeah,
I had to go to as the one. Even then, I didn't fill up full tank or anything.
Oh, like,
my regular
you got it easy. You got it easy because we were meant to. Me and the missus were meant to go out of town on Friday, and we had enough to get down there, but we were fearful when we got down there it could be free for all. Because Friday evening I went out. I saw the local petrol station by mine. I saw people queuing. I think, what's going on here? Like, but I didn't pay no mind to it because I wasn't really listening to the news and that. Then I went to another one, shut hours before it should be shut. Went to the other one, and the chaos I saw, I said, rotted there. Let's not even bother doing this trip because it's not even worth it. So it's Friday when I saw it, and I didn't fill up till Monday now. Monday afternoon, I had some time. Well, early morning, late morning. So you had the queue, and the thing that makes me laugh is that people in these queues be acted brand new. Everyone knows why people are queuing. There's a long way round to go round.
I think I saw your tweet about the guy.
And then people will turn and you see their face, and the stewards now on it. They'll be like, "No, you got to go around there." Oh, is it really? Oh, okay, sorry, my bad. Okay. You think we don't know?
Everyone's got eyes on you. Everyone's got eyes on you. We're all trying to get the same thing.
I have to go. Okay.
Get rid of them.
It's
all panic buying. That's one thing. But
100%.
A lot of people say, is it Brexit? The answer is actually yes, but with a caveat though, because I think it's the Road Haulage Association. They did like a poll on why drivers were leaving.
Yeah.
Around 60% said Brexit was a factor.
Of course.
That's a huge margin. Others did say low pay and COVID and stuff like that, but it's a major issue. And so to everyone who's saying it ain't Brexit and they're struggling in Europe, do the math. What did you expect? Yeah, when you made your decision. I know they didn't expect this.
Oh, of course, you can't make it more hostile for someone to be like, come. Like, no, you made it more hostile. You made it more difficult for them to do what they used to do with ease.
Yeah.
Where's the desire?
Yeah. They said that, you know, they're always on the channel. They always on the channel looking for migrants to send them back.
Yeah.
So they're looking to bring them here. So
oh my God. Bro, the thing is, they need to, the maddest thing is, I can't believe you can't let your xenophobia do this to you. You cannot let xenophobia do that, cloud all judgment, all logic, all sense. Like, it can't be, don't come and take our jobs. Why aren't you doing the jobs? You know what I mean?
The hypocrisy is ridiculous. And everyone at the time was like, yeah, we don't care if there's going to be an economic hit. We'll take it. Nah. Now it's here. They always say, what you don't see, you will feel. And that's the case here.
But it's been getting mad. Like obviously, I talked about people just jumping queues. That's live. Have you seen the? I've seen a few scraps at the
Brother
forecourts.
brought out a knife. You know, one guy brought out a
Yeah,
knife
yeah, in Welling,
yeah,
Yeah, I
mental.
saw
I
that.
didn't know it was Welling, but yeah, I saw footage of that.
Yeah, apparently, someone tried to queue jump. He said, "Nah, I'll nag
for fuel in the fucking petrol station where they've got
you."
your
Got
reg,
everything on
your
CCTV.
face.
Got your passport number after looking at your car. They got everything, bruv.
If they'll be waiting for you at your house before you get them.
Oh,
Once you
trust
fill up your
me.
tank, they're ready at your house.
They'll give you a cup and then put you in that cuffs.
He'd say, my fuel.
Literally, it's a bad thing. So I don't know, but people bought different like that. It just shows, man. Stuff like that. Panic will bring out the worst in people, and we are seeing the worst. But let's move on to the last segment of the pod. This is the throwback segment. This is where we look at something poignant to us, or maybe something poignant in the news that's occurred on the week beginning the 27th of September. So, Junior, what have you got for us this week?
All right. Anyway, speaking about vehicles, yeah. Articulated buses.
What the hell's that?
Yeah, me too. The bendy bus. That's what they were called. Articulated buses. Yeah, they're called articulated buses. No clue, but as we all know them as the bendy buses.
Yeah.
They were introduced in London in October 2001. I think the last bus was withdrawn in December 2011. Boris came in and said, "We've had enough of these things because they were basically catching on fire." They went to deliver one.
Surreal.
Yeah, they used to catch on fire. They went to deliver one, it caught on fire. They said, no. These buses. And then obviously people were jumping on them, busing fair. And I remember, I'm not going to name names.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, when you're in central London, it's the bendy bus. You're like, I ain't been on it because you don't really get on them.
Yeah. Where are you going to, isn't it?
Yeah, unless you're kind of in central London or you work near there or it's actually on your home route.
Yeah.
So I remember just being on one. I was like, these buses are nice. Like, I remember we were in school and I was just like, yeah, I'm enjoying this bus. Like, it's just bending around the corner. I always wanted to sit on the plastic bit.
Of course. You're gonna risk it all. That's like the fun bit.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, when it hits the corner, you're like, yo, this and that.
Yeah, I may not go the same way you're going.
yeah, for real. I might not survive this, but it was worth the free trip.
Yeah, the thrill.
People were jumping on and jumping off.
Yeah, wherever.
Yeah, that was a kind of reminder to my childhood on them buses, and
that's it.
Done it here now. Done it here.
Done it. But they've kind of thrown it back because now you can do the whole get on at the back thing. Because that was the thing when I remember in the 90s, like the buses you can get on at the back.
Yeah, the Roadmasters.
But now they've brought them back, but it's just newer. You just tap in. Yeah. You can either tap in by the driver or in the middle at the back, innit? So
yeah.
They brought it back, but just modernized it.
Yeah, I can't lie. I think, but you know, I enjoy the bendy buses. But I mean, if they were a public hazard, then
it's got to be done. Something to talk about public hazards. My throwback is all the way back in 1975. This is a bit of history I didn't know about. There was a London spaghetti house siege. So there's a restaurant called London Spaghetti House. And apparently they were in 1975. Huh?
Wasn't it last for like a month or something like that?
I don't know how long it's. Apparently,
I remember.
It was for a few days. I don't think it was a month.
Oh.
But I think it was a few days. So then they they were apparently just counting up the money, the takings. Then like 3 gunmen run in and like hold them hostage.
Yeah.
And then they hold them hostage in a restaurant. So that being in a restaurant is probably one of the nicest places to be held hostage in my opinion. You know, you got this restaurant was in Knightsbridge or is in Knightsbridge. So you got a really classy restaurant that you've got all this access to eat whilst apparently you're meant to be fearful for your life. But you're eating the best carbonara London has to offer. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, so I wanted to ask, if you were being kidnapped, what restaurant would you want to be kidnapped in? Like, what would be ideal?
That's such a weird question. And I don't know if I should answer it because I don't want to be kidnapped. But if I was kidnapped, where would I want to be?
What restaurant? Yeah.
What restaurant would I want to be in? I'd want to be in the motherfucking Ivy because they wouldn't let me in anyway. So
bring back.
I'll sit in there, and enjoy my meal, and then they can't get rid of me. They can't kick me out. All right, with their racist undertones. Yeah. No, do you know what? I don't know. Maybe not the Ivy. I don't even know about the Ivy that much. But where would I go? I don't know. You know, I'm not.
Don't know.
No, I couldn't. Do you know what? Lock me up in Enish. I'll take that.
Enish.
Because by the time I get my food, it will be free.
No, yeah, that place, Frank. Even to get orange juice, you're waiting 1 hour, bruv.
Yeah.
As if they went to squeeze the orange. They're insane, bruv. That place is insane. I would probably go to a Caribbean takeaway and just get bare oxtail.
That's not a bad shot.
Gee.
I was thinking, what's that one? I've never been.
What one?
That gentrified one. What's it called? Cotton something.
What? Oh, Cottons or Turtle Bay or
Yeah. I think it's Cotton.
Turtle Bay. Bruv, you'll be like, I want jerk chicken and rice. I'll just cut one fat slice of watermelon. You're thinking, what's all this? What kind of colonial insult is this? Sir? No one else is watermelon to cut your fat slice of watermelon.
It's not the meal I requested.
You don't even specify it anywhere. Don't you know something put in small print where it comes with? Just bring you a slice of watermelon. Come here, you Piccadilly smile. Then but that is terrible. But that's been another episode of You Should Know Better. End of season 3, series 3. We out here. We really doing this, man.
We are
like the festival, man. So thank you so much for tuning in for another series. We are going to take a little break, but you can trust us. We will be back.
Back bigger, better, stronger.
Take care, people. Say what you got to say.
Yeah. So we've got a lot in store for you the next series, so keep an eye on that one.
Keep out. Peace.